Signal Chasers.
Got scared with how dark it was. Hello, Internet, and welcome back to Signal Chasers. I think, yep, I have lights now. So, I'm here on an asteroid. After last episode, I did some slight finishings. I can't remember exactly what I did, aside from play RimWorld for a week and forget to do any recordings, but I think I built this gyro that wasn't done. I know these back here, these are solar panels. I sort of wanted a solar that was going to be available when I was docked and had the wings folded in. Because in my infinite wisdom, I decided to stick all of my solar panels into an enclosed space where they block each other from the sun. So I've got these, the sort of half-life, I think they're called colorable. And I've sort of integrated them in because I already have these half-block channels. So I was like, well, it goes, and then at the engines here, there's sort of, you know, it just becomes two. And it works out because I built those extra solar panels because I forgot that I had 4 up here and only needed 4. So, you know, now we have power. Aside from that, everything's been good. I don't think anything's been touched. No one signed the guest log, which still shows a GPS for gold. Guess I could, well, I could up that ante a bit, but I guess cobalt's really the most valuable thing I found just because it was the hardest. But one thing we do have now, aside from iron and stuff that we ran out of last time, we now have jump drives which are charged and ready to rock. So, I was thinking, there's that fuel, H2 fuel station up there. I'm kind of tempted to go and check that out, because I think that might be like a player-built thing. So I may do that as our sort of first jump test, barring seeing any strong unknown signals, because that's the other exciting thing is, now that the ship is functional, I can technically go off hunting for signals and, you know, I can kind of do what this thing was set out to do. There's still obviously some work I want to do on it, but we can now start completing our mission. So, okay. Let's, I didn't put the landing gear on the hotbar. I should probably have that. How do I fly this thing? Right, so systems on. Turn ions on. Unlock the gear. And last but not least, the wings. And I should maybe turn my reactors on. Well, and there's not anything of particulars to do. So let's see if we can't spool up a jump. How far? Okay, so I can go 4,000 kilometers per jump with my 2 jump drives at full tilt. So that kind of gives me a maximum range. Let's maybe bring ourselves to a stop here and have everything ready, because this could go sideways. Do I want to... Maybe real quick, let me just get some steel. I want to build a sturdy connection from my cockpit to the main body of the ship. Because the last thing I want is for me to fly in there, it be covered in turrets, and I basically get severed from the control of the ship and lose the whole thing. Okay. Jump drive. Set a location. I was hoping it would show up here. I don't know if it will. Oh, no it does. Beacons, H2 fuel station. Look at that. Okay. So it'll be 2.18% of our total jump range. That should be fine. Alright. Check what buttons I have to press. Alright, here goes everything. Oh. And here goes everything. Stowing wings for hyperspace travel. And whoo! Alright. We are interstellar. I don't know what that means in this context exactly. I guess it means we can go between stars, even though there's only one. Ooh. Yeah, and this is a whole thing. It does show as an enemy, which isn't ideal. Maybe... Let's see anyone else about. Maybe I put everything... I'll keep a drill. Maybe I go in on foot first. Let's make a little spacewalk and see what this place... Oh, no, dampeners off, please. See if this place shoots me. It's got a bubble, but if it's player-made, you can set up your bubbles differently. Oh, there is a person here. Okay. Well, it's definitely a something. I don't know if that's a person who's online or if they're in a cryopod. Huh. Okay, well this is not what I thought so much of a, you know, like a station where trade was happening. It's more of a refueling spot. Or what looks like a specific person. It's not shooting me, which is a good sign. These guys have several somewhat cubic ships. That can move. Alright. Well, good on you guys. I don't think... Ironically, they probably do have uranium, but I don't think they're selling it. So, ooh. What is going on? Okay, so they've got all manner of turrets. Those are railguns. Ooh, boy. Right. Don't anger these fellas. Thank you all for not shooting me. I'll be back and visit soon. Maybe. Alright, let's get out of here. I don't think that's where I need to be. Okay. There's Mars. I like the idea of heading for somewhere that may have more, trade stations. So, where we go ion only. Ooh, actually. Let's just go full tilt. Let's get out of here. I just realized if some of those guns, maybe they're not set to target players, they may try and target a ship, though. Don't seem like it, and I think I was out of range. Now I'm definitely out of range. Yeah, that was risky. Maybe we'll slow up a little bit here. Cruise our way there. The drives are fully charged again, so I could jump right now. But I don't know how far of a jump. Like, you know, it's kind of hard to guesstimate 4,000 kilometers in the depths of space. So I don't know if that would get how close to Mars and Mars moon it would get me. So I think we'll just slow boat it for a bit, and I want to do at least some more designing. like to get some of this welded too, but I don't know. Maybe maybe I just weld the hull and yeah, we'll just weld the hull up and then do some designing later. Do a quick pop-up to make sure I'm not about to hit anything. I'm coming close to that asteroid. I should maybe keep my eyes peeled. The only thing at the moment I really need is uranium. Because those jump drives are going to start chewing through my fuel supply pretty quick if I'm actually using them regularly at their full output. That jump we just did, that would have used like no fuel, but... Oh, and at some point I need to push this thruster out one. I forgot about that. Do I still... I don't think I have a turret left anywhere on board. Let's see, I realized this after the turret thing. I could use a spotlight, or the searchlight, because they work like a turret and let you see things, but they aren't, you know, threatening. And it kind of makes some sense to have a searchlight on a ship. You know, watch out for asteroids and such. And not seeing anything. Oh, that's a downside. These are slow. But not seeing anything that looks super uranium-like, though it's kind of hard to tell. If I'm right, uranium will be kind of a dark black patch. I mean, I guess I could land and do some scouting. We'll be fine. Alright. Now, it's kind of tricky. I am dampened to the ship, so I should be good. But if something were to go wrong here, I would careen off into space without the ship. Now, so long as, you know, the ship doesn't hit anything while it's under its own command, that shouldn't be a strong issue, but it will probably mean that I have to die and lose the tools I have. I should probably also set some more steel to be produced, because I am chewing through it. It would be nice to not have to wait. Alright, 1,000 more steel. You should get right on that. And I guess if I at least get kind of this bottom bit done, that'll give me a little bit of a better idea of the shapes I'm working with and the, you know, it'll let me better plan how I want to do things like the interior. Oh. And that's an issue I just noticed. I am pretty low on oxygen. Maybe I should stop at the next asteroid I see and hope there's ice there. Because I don't need much for hydrogen fuel. But because I am alive in between recordings, I do breathe it up over the week. Okay, well, aside from the wing bits and these solar panels, that's the lower hull. Ooh, that was some unfun lag. That's the lower hull done. That's... Oh boy. We're in an asteroid dead zone. There... Oh, actually, there's one up there. Let's give ourselves a spin and see if the old searchlight can't spot something. Nothing looks strictly like ice. Are there any other asteroids about? And I'm not careening past. No, I think I've just flown through them all. Oh, there's one. Or a set of ones. Just sort of looking for blue. Oh, and my personal oxygen is somewhat low. We'll keep going, and next asteroid that comes, you know, close enough that I feel like I can stop at it, I'll stop at. Hope there's something going on there. That's still the design. I think I changed those. Yep. That's the fun thing of playing in survival without any sort of, you know, creative mirror moding, whatchamahoo's-its. It's kinda... You have to actually pay attention to how you're designing stuff, and remember, if you redesign something, to fix it on both sides. We're coming through asteroids. Let's go to that chunk there. So there's a lot of them. I figure I'll have my best bet of getting, you know, what I need if I can find somewhere with a whole lot of place to search. One thing I would love, and I've not found a way, it's possible there is a way to do it. I'd love some way to, when I initiate a jump, have the wings start folding down. Because if you noticed, I did that when I jumped, and I think that would look real cool, but I don't have a good way to just make it happen, because the Vent controller doesn't have any way to detect a jump has been ordered. Jump drive doesn't have anything. And because of... I mean, I guess I could set it up where I trigger my jumps with a timer. That might be the way... Actually, that's it. That's the way to do it. As these people talk about voxels in their ships. Alright. There's something over there. It may just be a little rock. Yeah, I think it is. I just caught a quick glint of thing. You know what? That might be silver. Could be a whole lot of stuff. But that darkish spot there, this area kind of looks like the one I found before that had uranium on it. That didn't have much, it was kind of just one little deposit. But that would be another good thing. Now, I can't breathe uranium, unfortunately. But if there's uranium in this slot, that may be worth a stop anyway. Well, it would be. And if I'm lucky, there'll be some ice here, too. Okay, nickel and silicon. Maybe silicon looks like what I saw as well, now that I think about it. Maybe nickel. No, I think nickel looks like gold. Let's see. Oh, and that dark spot I saw may have just been a rock. Okay. Well, I don't think this has anything of particular value. But we can head towards this big lumpy thing and hopefully it will. Although I shouldn't have gone quite so full power. I'm not used to having as much thrust as I do and as little braking as I do without hydrogen engaged. Well, we'll leave it doing its thing. Oh, right. Steel. And then I was fixing this mistake. Alright, well I think I have the bottom half of the ship welded up fully. Minus the bits that aren't welded. And I gotta say, it doesn't look too bad. It's sort of mostly the slick, smooth theme. I am thinking I want to change this out for, well, for a full-length bit. I changed it because on these corners it's just going to terminate here. But I think I can make this work still. I mean, it is all sort of a sandwich looking shape, so having this gap up front isn't too weird. We're probably getting close enough. I want to start slowing up again. In the seat. Now, I'm not seeing any ice on the surface of this one. But I'll try and coast a little closer. Maybe I try that one if I don't find any. It's one thing I don't know about on servers, because this is one of the official Keen ones. I think I mentioned that at the start of this whole adventure. I don't know if by default they have this sort of random encounters. Ooh, that looks like it might be ice. Hello, are you ice? It's definitely shiny. Oh boy. I don't love lag as I'm coasting towards an asteroid. It's not ice, it's just rocks. Does this asteroid have anything in it? Not detecting a thing. But what I was saying earlier, I don't know how public servers do the random encounters, because they're like space pirates and things that you can find in a normal, vanilla Space Engineers game. But I'm not seeing any of that here. I'm wondering if it's something that they don't do for sake of PCU and, server performance in general. The idea is you would essentially find it or I guess create it yourself. Where am I? It's very disorienting being on the other side of the ship. But yeah, stuff like that from a distance, that little rock chunk looked like a ship. And, while I'm clearly, that may be, that's either ice or magnesium. That looks like ice. This one's probably good. But, yeah, I could come across a player ship, but I feel bad about harassing a player. It wouldn't be too bad, though, if there were just like an NPC ship floating by, do a little, aggressive borrowing and get myself some resources from that. It does come in handy. Ooh. Okay. Well, there's a good range point. So that strong unknown signal is going to be near the alien planet. That is 5770 kilometers away. So I can almost make it on a full range jump I could make it from Earth almost to the alien planet. So that's good to know. Now, unfortunately, that's so far away I'm not going to be able to jump to it now, and I mean, I could try, but I doubt the that'll completely drain my jump charge. I'll have to fully build it back up, and I doubt I will have enough time to do 2 jumps. I might, I don't know. But that, I'm right at the ice, or something else. It may well be cobalt or something. So, we'll just do this and go after the next one. But I'm really itching to go check out an unknown signal. That's like the whole point of this. Oh, actually, that's looking too blue. I think that's magnesium. If I'm lucky, maybe there's ice in this little ring I saw. Nope. Magnesium. Okay, you know what? We're here to do a thing. It's not like we're getting any younger. Let's... I think I can, if I set jump drive to strong unknown signal. I won't be able to make it in one go. But let's go anyway and see where we end up. Whew. Alright, well, somewhat predictably, we ended up about 4,000 kilometers, much closer to the thing. We are also very far away from Earth now. Alright, this thing can move. It does only have 1 hour of power, and we max out on thrust when, well, thrusting. There are asteroids around. How long will the jump drives take? Fully recharged in 6 minutes. So long as no one else goes to that unknown signal, I think I can make it. Alright. We're on the hunt now. Let's get some more oxygen from our rapidly dwindling supply. But still 11.3. I mean, I don't use much. A full tank lasts quite a while. It's just I've let it sit for quite a while. And I bet you there's ice on that asteroid. I have 6 minutes. Maybe I can vector to some of these. It's not like I'm going to get that much. I'm not going to gain much useful distance just traveling at sublight, so. A visual scan. Not seeing any ice. There's a little iron clearly on that one. That might be like nickel. Well, we'll see what we've got. Unfortunately, I'm now quite far away from Mars, because Mars's moon is made of ice. I forget what it's called now, but I could go there. I don't know if I can land this whole thing on the moon. The miner should be able to get down, though. Get down, mine some ice, get back up, hopefully. I may have to try and land the big ship. I should be able to land it on its tail, if nothing else. And nothing on that little pass. Alright, jump drive status, 2 minutes. We'll start boosting towards this and see what we see. Again, not seeing too much. Nah, we'll just kinda... I think I'm not gonna hit anything. We'll just do some... I guess some more welding while we go. Let's see if we can get these lower solar panels built. Because that would be handy for, you know, right now when there's sun on them. At some point I need to figure out a better landing gear solution too, because I don't really like the big chunky one. Kind of like to do something that, you know, fits the sleek design aesthetics of this ship. Drives are almost up. I would love if we had a, you know, like one of these little things for jump drive charge. There's scripts for it, and you can kind of make it work, though not on a server, because you can't do scripts on a server. But, yeah, it'd be nice to just have something basic, vanilla, real easy. Because I think that's something you'd want, is like a, you know, like a percentage charge of jump drives. That would be handy. Okay, drives charged, we have 5 minutes. Let's just verify we're still, yep, still going to the same spot. Okay, here we go. Alright, we are 1 kilometer out, 4 minutes. Let's get this bad boy. Now we're obviously in a bit of a race, just because everyone sees these. I'm not seeing anyone else around, but we are at the alien planet now. That was quick. But if I'm right, once I get this thing, it's going to continue to broadcast for a minute, basically giving away its location, but it changes color. So if someone's on their way, they'll see me get it, see it go dark, and they might come in angry. Alright. Oh, let's, okay, we'll dampen to it. Come here, button. Yes. Give me treasures. Ooh. Lava boots. I'm sure that's worth it. Now, what would be really great is if this were full of uranium. Well, it's not, but it does have some ice. Oh. It is also rapidly flying away from the ship. Right. Because it jetted itself away. Well, this is a pain. Okay. I'm just gonna get the ice out of it. The rest of this, who needs it? But that is useful. Now,
inventory
I'm gonna
full.
get some of those just for the heck of it, and ship. So the benefit is that's now coasting away from my location. So if anyone comes, you know, they won't be right on top of me. Alright. Well, That was the namesake of the show, I guess. We got a signal. Now, I could, I suppose, end the series here with this half-built monstrosity and one successful mission under our belt, but I don't think I'm going to do that. I'd like to at least get this thing looking good. What I am going to do is turn my hydrogen tank off before I deposit this. That way all this ice gets converted just to oxygen. Because I don't have much, but we can see that's given me a fair bit. And despite, you know, not making much sense logically, how ice refining works in Space Engineers, if you're splitting it between hydrogen and oxygen tanks, you're not actually splitting it. So you're getting less hydrogen and less oxygen, even though in reality you're pulling the atoms apart and you get one of each. Not how it works here. So that should give us the breathing juice that we need to hopefully stay alive. And while I'm not ending the series here, I think I am going to end this episode, get to this asteroid that may or may not have ice on it, just to hide out. But yeah, so the ship is a success. I mean, it needs a little bit more styling. Well, not styling, it needs to be built. It needs an interior, that's important. But the actual concept is sound. I jumped, hold on, I jumped in one episode nearly 6,000 kilometers from one planet to the other. Oh, from one planet to the planet far from it. So this thing can do the travel it needs to get to where the signals are. Now it's just a matter of making it, you know, nice and livable for me, and then actually hunting down those signals and being ready to go and get to them when it's time. What is that blinking? More rocks. There is cobalt and that might be silver. Probably no ice here. Alright. Well, hopefully I don't suffocate to death before I next appear. The benefit is, I guess, even if I'm out of oxygen, as long as the survival kit is working, I can, you know, produce a new clone who will have magically its own supply of oxygen for a short while. But yeah, outros. Thank you everybody so much for watching. Feel free to check out the other stuff I've done or become a member with that little member button to, you know, support me and whatnot. Yeah, till next week. Bye-bye.